Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I've been doing a short series here on single sideband tuning to answer some questions that I was giving. And another question that came up kind of in the same area was about using single sideband to better tune in a weak signal. Well, this particular radio, this is the Tecsun PL-680. It has that AM Synchronous Detector mode, and I believe the way it works is it actually is putting the radio in single sideband. So we're going to attempt that right now. I've got Brother Stair there, pretty good signal. It's in and out. It's what time is it? It's 8:47 in the morning here in Florida. So shortwave conditions are kind of acting up, so to speak. So let me turn the audio back up, and this is just in AM mode. I'm using narrow band so that I don't get too much interference or any interference. And I really don't need wideband because he's just talking. There's no music involved. So here we go. Oh, also I found my, zoom out here. I found my adapter. And a lot of people have asked me about this adapter, and I'm going to put it out here and show it to you. Okay, this is, if you're using coax cable, this is the typical connector that will be included in a coax cable that has connectors on it, or it will be a B and C connector. And of course this won't fit into the side connector on most portable radios and even some desktops. So you need this type of adapter. This is a 3.5 millimeter, I think I said inch, it's millimeter plug. In this case, it's mono. So you need this adapter, and I finally found my adapter. So you put that on there, and then get it straight here. There we go, it got locked in. And then it will plug directly in. It'll give you the advantage that in your room, you're using shielded cable to keep any RF noise that's in your room out of not getting into the antenna, whatever. It tries to prevent it by shielding it from not getting into your cable, getting into your radio. So if you just use a single wire, like for instance this right here, which I was using before, it's not shielded, so this part of the wire is going to act like an antenna, and it's going to pick up stuff in your room. So much for that. So let's try and see what this does. Let me go back and turn the audio up. And I'll zoom back in. You can see the S meter up here is bouncing up and down because the signal is fading in and out due to conditions. Pretty strong though. Okay, now I'm going to leave it in mode for a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to push the AM Synchronous Detector button right here on this radio. And then I'll push it again. What it does, it kicks it in to single sideband mode. I think it starts with upper sideband, and if you push it again, it's lower sideband, and if you push and hold it, it takes it out of that mode completely, and you're back in AM mode. So we're going to start off in AM mode. Now notice it got louder. And now it displays SYNC and USB. So it's in that mode now. I'll switch back and forth without babbling so you can see the difference. That is sync lower sideband. And I think I have to press and hold to get it out of sync mode. What I need is let me get a piece of paper here so that I can show you what mode it's in without babbling and preventing you from hearing the radio. So here we go. Let me write down sync USB, sync LSB, and then just AM only. Okay, so there's my little notepad, and I'll point to what mode it's in so that you can hear the radio. So right now it's in sync LSB. And I'll turn the volume back up and shut up. Okay, I don't know about you, but I could tell a difference, but I wouldn't necessarily say an improvement. Now, the amount of improvement probably depends on the condition of the signal coming in. But in this particular signal, I'm on 5.850 Brother Stair, and when I pushed sync initially, in which put it in USB mode, the volume got louder, or the signal got stronger. I don't know which. So I had to turn the volume down a little bit. When I went to sync LSB mode, the volume went back down, but I think there was less noise. And then when I went to AM only mode, then the volume came back up from the LSB mode, but it was much noisier. And we go through it one more time, slowly. I'll keep my mouth shut and point to what mode I'm in. So right now I am in AM mode only, narrow band. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the single sideband button. Now that's a test I can do and see what effect that has. But you may have heard that all of a sudden the voice went Donald Duck because I pushed the wrong button. Okay, we're going to try it again using the sync option. Let's go back to, let's get out of single sideband. We'll turn our volume up. I'll try to leave the volume set so you can see the difference in the volume level. Okay, so there you go. Again, for me, the normal AM mode was fine on that particular signal. Like I say, different signal may change the effects. So I'm going to now try, last test here, is I'm going to only use the single sideband button. Which means, now the other thing is, about using the sync detect, I think it's going into single sideband mode and it's tuning itself. So you don't have to do any tuning. So that's the advantage. I'd be curious to try, say, the amateur radio bands, which I was listening to earlier today, and using the sync mode to put me in sync upper sideband or lower sideband. See if that works, as opposed to putting it in single sideband mode and having to manually tune it. A lot of options here. Okay, now we're just going to try single sideband upper and lower on this signal, and then like I say, I'll have to tune the BFO to get the voice back in. So here we go. Normal AM mode right now. And I'll point to this, meaning either it's in USB or LSB, not in sync mode. Hope that's not too confusing. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Maybe you can see it on the screen, the mode. Yeah, let me go. I'm getting pretty close there. Do I have the backlight on? Let me turn the backlight on, see if that helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Okay, now you should be able to see here somewhere on the display the mode it's in. I shouldn't have to use my little pad here. Alright, here we go. We're in AM mode. I'll leave it there for a few seconds. It's in lower sideband. I have to turn the volume up. And now we'll go back to AM. For me, it definitely, when I went into single sideband mode, it definitely appeared to reduce the noise. Now, as I said in a previous video, some people use that feature to eliminate another signal that's right on top of the one you're trying to listen to, because you're not listening to that broad AM reception. You're listening to a sideband of it, which is much narrower. So possibly you're getting away from that signal that's interfering. So that's kind of my conclusion about using single sideband for listening to an AM station. It does work. It did radically reduce the signal, but it reduced the noise, I think. I'm going to go through that one more time. AM single sideband upper, single sideband lower, and then back to AM, and then we'll call it a wrap. Okay, here we go. AM mode only. Lower sideband. Signal and the noise goes way down. Normal AM. So, like I say, my observation is going from AM, now this, like I say, this is an AM station, it's not a single sideband station. Going from AM to upper sideband seems to reduce the noise, but it also reduces the signal. Going to lower sideband greatly reduced the signal and the noise. So that's my observation. It's a experiment of one. Like I say, other signals may act totally different. So I hope I've answered the gentleman who his question about using synchronous detection and using single sideband tuning to improve the signal. I didn't have a case where I was trying to listen to a AM amplitude modulation station on shortwave and there was another interfering station. Didn't have that case to show that going to single sideband you could tune out the other station. But I've seen other people do it and it does work. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.